to this. This temperature will goes to higher than maybe 800 degrees, or even goes to 1000 degrees. That's really high. And the stove will stay here like this, and it will heat up the powder or the substrate. And at another part, this part, we will give another stove or heating belt or something. We will give a sensor here to detect the temperature. And this part, we will let the temperature goes to 220 or a little lower than this. We will let the sulfur goes from solid state to gas state. So you can find this the sulfur gas will flow from this side to the other side, and it will fill into the substrate, and it will reaction on the substrate, and we can get some like MOS2 or WS2 or some different materials. And the solution-based method are something really similar with CVD. So that's what we got is we will get to the materials started from atomic state and assemble them together. So let's see for this plot. I think this one is what we got for complex 2D materials. You can see we used three different materials to assemble them together to make another 2D material. For this one, we let these three gas to assemble together firstly, and we put this guy on the top and assemble them together to be another one. And we repeated this firstly, assemble these three gas together, and then put another one on the top, and then we put this on these four gas. So we put them one by one to assemble them together to make a 2D material. And this is what we called from bottom to up. We from really small atoms to make them, and we make them separately and assemble them together so we can get a 2D material. This one is better than this method because we can control every monolayer. The difficulties for this method is the only difficulty is how we can get the stable monolayer and how can we assemble them together. That's the most important thing. And I can show you some samples. I made, I think this is the sample last week. Yeah, I made something like this. This is under a Raman spectrum. The Raman spectrum is a really big laser, and you can using the laser to get some plot like this. This is under 10 xVis, and we can get some plot like this. If you see by your eyes, just on the spectrum, you can find nothing.
Yeah,
You can just find the spectrum, the substrates. And this is what we can find on under 100 xVis. For this guy, we can find this is the shape of one piece of crystal. So this is what we call the MOS2. And you can see this one is a monolayer. This is what we call monolayer. And this is another sample we call WS2. For WS2, you can find it will be more regular and more shiny than MOS2. And this is WS2 under 100 xVis. However, there is another WS2. For this WS2, what you can find is there is a deeper color at the center of the crystal, like this. For this deeper center, that's what we can find as the outsider part here. These are the WS2, However, the center part, the deeper colored part, that's MOS2. This is what we call 3 layers or 2 layers, because we can find different materials add up together at one piece. So this is this means the failure of the sample and the experiment. That's we don't want to find this because it will mix up together by themselves. But we want to assemble them together by ourselves because we can control the direction and the height. That's what we want. Now, next step is why we want to make the 2D materials. For 2D materials, that's a new topic in these days and a really hottest topic in material science. So firstly, it remove the van der Waals force in different layers. So like a bulk materials like graphene in your pencil, it only has van der Waals force, but a monolayer like a graphene sheet, it only has covalent bonds. The covalent bonds means that's a chemical force. That's a chemical force between atoms and atoms. So this chemical force between atoms and atoms is really, really bigger than van der Waals force. So this makes our monolayer much stronger than the Bucker one. So they can be used as new and more robust materials, I think. Yeah. So they were using to make new materials. And the second one is an increase in the ratio of surface area to volume. That means it's easier and faster to reaction for 2D materials. 2D materials can expose more surface areas to the outside to enhance reaction efficiency. So they can be used to make some new sensors to detect some thermal energy or some new energies, new materials like this. That's the second advantage. And the third one, it can make the electrons move easier in the plane. That means the electronic and optical properties of a material depends on the electronic band structure. The electronic band structure means it can describe how electron moves through the material. For example, I have a 3D material like this. I have a 3D material like this, and the electron will move from the surface to the other surface, from the top to the bottom. So this movement will need some energy. That means if we want the electron to move faster and efficiently, we need to make this process separately and smoothly. So that means from Bucker to monolayer, there is no predicity on the perpendicular direction. That means we don't have the band on this direction, on Z direction. So that means a very high electric and magnetic conductivity can be found in 2D materials. This can use for the photodetectors and batteries and many other things. Like for the batteries, nowadays the electric cars, they use 2D materials to make the batteries. That means they can using fewer energy to get more power. So they can make the electric cars. And for the first one, they will have some particular quantum properties. For the quantum properties, I think I don't want to tell much detail with you because it's really complex and it's hard to understand by only short topics. So that means the 2D materials maybe in the future can be used as quantum computers chip in the future. And that's how the 2D materials are also another one. It can also making more flexible and soft solar cells. Solar cells now is really tough and hard to move, hard to use. However, 2D materials can make the solar cells to be more stable, more flexible, and more soft. You can change the solar cells to different shape and can use it on different condition. That's in the future. And we can using these solar cells to get more solar energy and to using the solar energy more efficiently. So that's applications for 2D materials. And that's all. That's what I want to tell you about 2D materials. That's are the fundamental knowledge about this. Yeah, thank you. And any questions or other things? Mm-hmm.
You can type questions in the chat if you have any, and then I can read them.
Yeah. I think maybe this topic is a little harder to understand.
Oh yeah, we have a question.
Yeah.
Right.
Does nanotechnology have any applications in manufacturing? Well, firstly, let me show you something. Wait a minute. Okay. Well, manufacturing, I think maybe for now you can the best one to making in manufacturing is batteries, detectors, sensors, and some semiconductors like this. That's what we will go for work maybe when we graduate after my graduation. Yeah, like this. I don't understand much what you talk about, but it's uses. Yeah. Yeah. It has many uses now. Source cells allow them to absorb more energy or transmit them. Yeah, it can. If we want to absorb more energy, that's what we really want it to be. That's what we expect it to be. Our experiments are trying to make it to be true, but now it's a little hard to absorb more energy. Yeah, it will make if we want to make it to absorb more energy from the solar, it will make the solar cells to be much expensive and hard to make a lot of cells like this. So yeah, other questions?
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have any questions that come up for Mr. Ding, we can provide in an email. Would that be okay?
Yeah. Yeah. If you have any questions or something want to ask, you can send me an email. Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, and the recording will be up for this later today. So
Okay.
thank you so much. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for speaking.
Okay. Thank you everyone for listening.
All right. So I guess now we can um move on to more of, I guess, working on, or actually, Google, do you want to take over from here? Do you have something to speak about?
Yeah, okay. So do you guys want to explore anything today, and any topic you guys are interested to explore, to talk, to share? And actually, Xavier, I also can share some examples for the nanotechnology used in our area, more probably clear. And nanotechnology actually is in our life, is everywhere. And if you take up your phone, and it's also part of the nanotechnology. And also, recently, for example, the nanotechnology also can use for the healthcare. And everything probably can do about the energy and the sustainable energy resource, and also or like physical health, and all of the part will be the nanotechnology. And the nanotechnology has saved more resources but can produce for more energy. So this is what about the nanotechnology. Yes, yes. And also the face mask also made can for the nano. So this is why it looks like yeah, it's very interesting. And I also learned something about since the March is a women history celebration. Some they have talk about like women and nanotechnology, something I found very interesting. And also people like for the healthcare and women's healthcare, we also use a lot about the nanotechnology, like to give a birth, and to make the women more healthier, and also can use it to nanotechnology. And also people can use the surgery, like some beauties, like they want to do their care skin, recover the scar, and they also can use the nanotechnology. So nanotechnology is looks like everything in your life, and I'm more than happy you guys can explore like how gonna to see the technology used in your future life, especially in the application for the sustainable world. Yeah. So we still have the time left for 80 minutes, right?
Yep.
8 minutes. Okay. So maybe we can talk something for fun. And actually, this is just like it's not seriously to see some like a curriculum. It's more like a discussion panel and workshops to explore ideas, and all the talents and all students who have very fantastic ideas related to sustainability or the climate change. So we can talk about a lot like sustainable development, sustainable fashion, and sustainable health, sustainable theirs. And everything looks like every job related to the sustainability. So I would love to more than happy to hear more your voices about what we're going to discuss today for sustainability. And even though you can like I'm teaching for environmental, social, and governance, it's about sustainable finance in investment. So we can like to see if you want to be a investor or want to be ours, or ours is or Andreas experts part. And if you want to know anything others in business management or the fashion part, or application in the technology, and maybe we can discuss more about these topics. So yeah. Right now I only can see Daniel is here, Max is here, and I don't know where others. I couldn't see you guys on the screen. Okay, Karin, hey, hello. Come on, Xavier, let me see you. Xavier still here, Ryan, Sarah, and I saw anyone else? Okay, oh, new friends here. Anyone, let me say your name. Karsakayan. So this pronunciation is right? My room is very messy right now. No worries. Me too. And we are students, so don't mind. And you know, we most of researchers, graduate students are crazy in life, and you guys as your high school and college students, please enjoy your time. Since after you get in the graduate school, your time will be super crazy, and everyone like or all our guest lecture, and or Andrea or Xintong today, and they are use a lot of extra time to make the fun topic to share with you guys. So please value all the time to talk to them like to make the connection and explore the topics you are interested in. Talk more and learn more. Like I'm more than happy to learn with you guys as well. So 6 minutes to say like anyone here to share something, like because I know Daniel a lot and Karin I know a lot. So today or sorry, how to pronounce your name? Anyone can help me? Gary?
Yeah, that's right.
Hey. Yeah, Gary, could you please tell me something about like your research area or like the topic you are interested in the sustainability?
I don't know a lot about sustainability, but I'm kind of interested in just learning like more. 'Cause
Okay.
there's like footprints people have, right? Like if you is there like a sustainability like index for the certain stuff that you do?
Yeah.
You're more sustainable or less sustainable?
Amazing, wonderful. So, Gary, tell me what you are very interested in your life. Fashion, arts, technology, anything.
Like what I'm interested in doing when I get older, kind of.
Yeah, just your life, what you are interested, really passionate about your life. Like
I like biology a lot.
biology,
I like
wonderful,
learning about that.
wonderful. So, okay, so biology definitely can link to the sustainability. So biology, I'm not really know it's too much about biology. Probably you can teach me more. So, like nanotechnology also can link to the biology stuff and to produce more sustainable healthcare and stuffs. And maybe you can search for the biology linked to the sustainability. And next topic, you can share us more about your research. So
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
right.
Yeah, that's
Our
欣桐. Oh, was it who is here?
our group also have some experiments with biology with
So
biology department. Yeah.
yeah, so biology, like Xintong, do you like can introduce more about the biology stuffs? Like
To be honest, that's
you have
not
spent so
my
like a year.
experiment, so I'm not quite familiar with that. Maybe 2 years later, I can find to do something with
So
biology.
yeah, and I believe like Gary also can find something and 2
Yeah.
years later, and she will grow up to find the answer for us. But right now, you can just definitely to do some research about the biology and sorry, I'm asking a question about the do you think the makeup stuffs like healthcare makeup and is also part of the biology, maybe the makeup source and the material making, we can also think the biology. This is something I think really interesting. Biology, yeah, biology definitely you can find some examples. So next discussion section, maybe we can explore like biology, sustainability, and technology as the 3 elements. And this will be can find any topic very interesting by Gary, and you can maybe share what you find and what you explore for this process, and we more than happy to hear more. Thank you so much, Gary. Max, you are TA, right?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, would you like to share more like how I know most of TA are passionate about the technology, and even though just 2 minutes, maybe you can think about this, and then once we rejoin the Zoom link, we can talk more.
Sure, I can talk a bit right now, actually.
Okay.
Let's say I work more in like artificial intelligence. I work with like recommender systems, kind of like the ones you see on like TikTok or Amazon recommending you new products, new videos. I worked with trying to get them to be, I guess, more efficient. I mean, there's a lot of problems in like the recommender system field.
Yeah.
There's like AI explainability.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much that's just trying to make AI more understandable, trying to reduce the fear around like AI trying to take over the world, I guess. Like trying to understand how it makes its decisions. There's also obviously like AI fairness, try and reduce bias, discrimination between I don't know, let's say like a hold on, I'm thinking. I guess like the between like dark skin and light skin in image recognitions, like trying to reduce like the I guess trying to make them more equal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this topic. And so less than 1 minute. So Daniel, we are going to rejoin this same Zoom link and come back, or?
Yep. So I'm gonna close it right now, and then everyone will join. We'll reconvene, and then we'll move on from there once we come back. Okay.
Sure. Thank you so much, Daniel. Thank
All
you.
right. I'll see you guys in just a little bit.
Let's wait. Hi, Karen. Are you making for something right now? Needling?
Yeah, just while I'm waiting. I'm crocheting.
Oh.
Do you want to see?
Wow, this is so cool.
Yeah. I like to crochet a lot. I also have a giant bee in the background. It's like on the floor though. But
Wow, that's so cool. I like it. I love all the like handmade stuff. And this is I can say it's really cute. This is part of the sustainable fashion.
yeah. Eventually
Yeah.
I'm gonna start crocheting like clothes and bags and stuff.
Oh, really? Oh, nice.
I won't have to go to like Target and buy things. So
Nice. And actually, we also have workshop for sustainable fashion, and this is a Columbia like a workshop, and it will in the spring and gather more like students together like to make some stuff together. I really and also I would love to invite you like to share some your own design stuff. That would be very interesting.
yeah.
Like once people get more like and Max keeps share his experience. Everyone's here right now? Let me see. Daniel, do you think everyone is here right now?
Yeah, I think for the most part, everyone's back. We're probably a couple of stragglers who are like leaving and joining, but yeah, for the most part.
No worries about this. And as I mentioned, this is like a discussion panel is would be very flexible and enjoy our weekend together and to share our experience and research background. So it's everyone come to here. They are using their volunteer times, and both of us and Daniel, Max, and other TA, and also team member from Columbia University, all of them are use their extra time and to share their stories. So no worries how many participants we have here. The most important thing is, even though just one person and or just a small group of people, and we are share all ideas. I hope everyone can feel a sense of belonging and get more close to each other for the whole community. So Max, would you like to keep sharing your experience for the TikTok and artificial intelligence and for the ethical use? Anything?
Sure. I mean, I'm not sure if it would really be considered sustainability, like AI ethics. I talked about AI fairness, AI explainability. Mainly my research, I worked with a professor at Rutgers University to try to create like a new algorithm, I think. So we tried tackling one of like the big issues in recommender systems, that being data scarcity, which pretty much like it's where in recommender systems you need a lot of data to make a recommendation, right? So the algorithm we developed pretty much used like logical reasoning to kind of create new data, like artificial data, to train our algorithm. So we were able to, I guess, like have higher accuracy on lower amounts of data.
Amazing, amazing. That's very interesting. Can I ask you one question? Like, so you guys will gather the big data together and can also use the AI to give the researchers recommendations for data?
Right.
Oh, that's definitely real related to sustainability for what? For research. I do really need it. So, there are so many data, and also we can think as a researcher, you have to think about the first big data. There are so much numbers, and also we have the language barriers and also the different issues. And we even do not know really like we can find the exactly for the reliable data. And we can make the data much more accessible. So this is I think you are doing so far is really cool, and because that's definitely will save us a lot of time to find the reliable data and keep researching to move forward. And especially for the sustainability world, it's very, very necessary because we have provide for the SDGs. Anyone know what exactly mean for the SDGs? Question. SDGs. Okay, I'm going to introduce a little bit more about the SDGs. The SDGs means Sustainable Development Goals. It provided by the United Nations in 2015. And the 17 goals is to support the global world. Like Max has mentioned, like think about the equal justice or something. And we should think everyone will going to live in a more equal, peaceful world together, no one behind. So if you are interested in the sustainability, everything we are talking about today, sustainability, climate change, and education, and the global hunger, and they are 70 goals together called SDGs. So this is a really big ambitious for the global whole world. It has been provided 2015 to see we gonna to achieve all the 17 goals in 2030. We have already going spent for the the time duration time period already half past, but we still have so much work to do. And so this is why we are talking about the necessary role for the multi-stakeholders, especially for the I'm really care about the research field. And we have to do so much research and to do data and to present people like how we can use the science to find the better way to achieve this goal. So this is something I found as a researcher is so not I don't want to say very struggling to do the research, but I can say like a very difficult, very challenge. So I'm very, very happy to hear like what Max introduced me today, what you are doing so far. And so that is the miracle about the sustainability. Everyone, everything, and every background will make the connection. So I'm more than happy to see like what you're going to achieve in the future, Max, especially to see how it, especially for all researchers. Like everyone already know me, especially Daniel, I'm not a technical person. I even don't know how to send the Zoom link and the recording. I'm crazy about it. I'm so sorry, guys. But as a researcher, we do really need to combine with the technology tool in our future to find more valuable information and data and to move the whole society, the whole world to be sustainable. So to think about this, Max, how we can better support researchers to find the accessible data and to make all the multi-stakeholders get together to achieve the goal for sustainability. I'm more than happy to learn more with you, especially in the AI world. And everyone talk about AI, what exactly about AI, and everyone argue about AI, and if AI will replace your future job, and we're going to lose our job in the future because of AI. No, definitely no. And I believe like I'm not a really but I know especially for the education, and AI do not really can replace education because we need the emotional connection. But I need AI to as a tool, so I would love to learn more from with you, Max. So yeah, thank you. So next, Karen, would you, lady first, Karen, share more about like what you find very interested in your research background or anything related to sustainability, or if you find I don't know exactly what we're going to connect with sustainability, that's fine. Just share something, your research background and your culture and what your life or hobby and anything.
Yeah, yeah. Last time we talked about like I want to be a doctor in the future. So
Yeah.
it's nothing related to, I mean, technology, I guess. But I heard about that, like the AI can help like do the statistic and do the data collection for when you're in the clinic room. Like you can help a lot.
Yes, yes. See, Max, your AI data is so important, okay? And to explore more and to help the healthcare research and everything, data statistics, everything, okay? So remember your AI. Okay. Yeah, so thank you, Karen. That's really okay. Daniel, that's your turn. Let's share something for your background.
Okay, so I'm really interested in or I've been interested in like education. I do a lot of stuff for I guess educating other people and letting people have opportunities. And it's funny that you talk about the sustainable development goals because Mega Hackathon is actually based on the 17 sustainable development goals. So I mean yeah, it comes full circle, and that's what we're trying to, that's what we are, you know, interested in. Giving people opportunities to I guess help change the world, and it'll be through this. And something I've actually been personally more interested in lately is in cybersecurity. And I actually am applying for this position where I am going to start where hopefully I could start researching cybersecurity and basically like how to quantify and see the level of threats that are happening to like a user in the system. Just so like for example, like the spy balloon, I guess, like there isn't a current real way to quantify like the threats that are going into stuff like that. So yeah, that's something I've been personally interested in, and yeah, that's about it.
Awesome, Daniel. You always do a great job. I can tell. That's really amazing. Yeah, wonderful. And I'm more than happy like to see, especially for the education. Education is they talk about education is the core, like the key. No, sorry. The education is the key to solve the climate crisis and to achieve the goal of SDGs. I also believe that. And so that's we are here, and we share experience with each other and to give more opportunity to talk about the topics and you are familiar with. So yeah, that's really awesome. Wonderful. Let me see. I will call anyone here. Any volunteer, please share something. Xavier.
Yeah.
I come to share something, Xavier.
What do you want me to talk about?
Yeah, and I know you. I watched your presentation. That's a section probably for the Earth4 project, right?
Mhm.
And how's going for that project? Do you find anything fun and interesting you would like to share?
Yeah, sure. I don't know what, do you want me to talk about the technical side or my goals overall with the project?
Anything you would love to share.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna talk about the goals and how it connects to sustainability, I think.
Okay.
with the project, for anyone who either wasn't there for the presentation or wasn't paying attention, Earthful is a project I'm working on to analyze data about locations of marine debris. And the goal is to make it easier for both schools and citizen scientists to analyze and make change with the data. There are currently tools that exist to do that, but they suffer in terms of user experience, and they're really hard to use and pretty slow.
Yeah.
So my project is to make a better alternative so that can be used instead.
Wonderful. That's a very important part. And also like I keep calling Max AI. And Max, maybe you can also work with Xavier together, and your part is recommendation for data use AI, and Xavier can provide for the user experience. So our technology, like both you guys have the same category for the data access. And so, yeah, that will be very interesting. Let's maybe you guys can share some idea together and to make the same project or just a project proposal design or anything. So that would be very interesting. And also, I would like to like talk more like once Xavier and available, and we can talk more about the tools you are using so far. And because I'm also do some research project for the environmental justice, it's much more like a map tour and to see the citizens' location and what exactly for the climate change the biggest challenge for them, and how we can track their situations for the differently, and especially to see the social network analysis as a whole map structure. So maybe in the future we can talk more about this project, and I'm very interested in.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Xavier. Thank you for sharing. Okay. Anyone? Ryan, are you here? Ryan, I'm here. Not to.
Oh, he says his mic isn't working.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Ryan. Let me see. Anyone else? Sorry, I'm going to call over. Daniel, you call another one.
Okay, I can call on someone. Let's see. Dylan, did you get a chance to speak yet?
No, but I can. It's not really about sustainability, it's just something I'm kind of interested in. But I go to like a biotechnology vocational school, and I want to see how I can like apply computer science to biotechnology to like maybe do something. I don't really know yet. But I that's just something I'm interested in, and how you can add basically technology to your own body and enhance your capabilities.
Yes, that's a really amazing idea. I love that one. That's so cool. And the best thing is we start a topic to say, I don't know yet, but I will do. Good start.
Yeah, exactly.
Cheers. And also technology like can definitely will also services for disabilities group. And because we want to achieve a sustainable world for all, and
yeah, that's actually one of the things I was looking into. Like you can connect your prosthetic arm to your brainwaves and like alter how it moves based on your brainwaves. I thought that was interesting.
Amazing. I love that idea. Dylan, right? Dylan, it's a pronunciation is right?
Yeah, Dylan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dylan. So that can be your project, and you can design a proposal, and maybe we can see like how we're going to develop for the steps, and just start your exploration journey.
Yeah, I can actually
Yeah,
add on a
definitely.
bit. I had a project in the past where I tried to do something similar. I guess it's more on the artificial intelligence side. So pretty much it was like a speech recognition. It's kind of like a knockoff Google Glass. So I guess speech recognition, it was an attempt to like cross language barriers. Pretty much like on the knockoff Google Glass, it would have captions in your native language when someone else like spoke in their language. So it's just using like natural language processing, speech recognition, all that.
Wow, that's so cool. I can feel like the language barriers is very big, not for us as a big challenge, but it's still for the very remotely sorry, what I'm saying. Just like remotely areas, and for the children and who are living in developing country or undeveloped area. So the language is definitely a big challenge for them so far. But also I will connect with Daniel's interest point for the education. Education for education equity. Something we always talking about the technology, like, okay, technology can make us a connection for the global world, but sometimes we can think about like most technology can show their big potential area is in the developed country to services people as a tour, but it's very hard forage for the in developing countries. So we can also think something about the education equity and also the technology use equity, technology education, STEM education in girls or STEM education in developing country. So that's pretty good. And also this process very interesting, and to learn how we're gonna to connect each other between each other with the different background. So yeah. Max, call next one to share.
All right. Justin.
Yeah, so this isn't really based on like AI or like computer technology or science, but at my school we have like a greenhouse where they store like all of our plants, and like we have animals like red-eared sliders or like a lot of fish like tilapia. And we also, so my teacher, she teaches sustainability and like hydroponics, and so she taught me a lot about like sustainable farming methods like hydroponics, and in specific, like she uses vertical towers, which is like aeroponics, where it's like kind of you just use like an aggregate like fake soil, kind of like it's like a soilless farming method, and you just grow like use like a flow of nutrients and water to grow plants, and it's much more sustainable than like the commercial industry.
Yes, amazing, Justin. You have used a wonderful 2 key points: recycle material and a commercial use. And this is so important, and we can like link to sustainability in sustainable lifestyles. If we are talking today like so far about the climate change and or the fossil fuels and also the agriculture, but something we can think about is about sustainability start for our daily choice about your lifestyle. And this is something we can think of recycle use of material resources, and also, yeah, no nanotechnology. I can provide an example like maybe sustainable lifestyles in your food, transportation, and also even in your fashion choices. And all the points will related to this part and for the commercial marketing. So we are keep talking about the climate change. And because Justin, you have mentioned really great idea in the commercial part. And what you think the most maybe you maybe also find some challenges for us to live a sustainable way? Do you see anything maybe in the marketing, consumer, anything like maybe in the marketing world, and anything you found to very challenge us to adopt to a sustainable lifestyle?
Are you asking like what has the biggest like negative impact, or?
Yeah, you can say the negative impact, or you see the challenges, and then anything you want to share.
I mean, I guess since we're talking about like hydroponics, I guess the biggest challenge is like reducing meat consumption,
Mm,
and especially meat, because meat can be through animals such as like beef. There's like a lot of greenhouse gas emissions like methane, but also like when you're like trying to transport the beef, because usually consumers don't like buying food locally.
Yeah.
They have to like fly it over, and that produces a lot of greenhouse gas emissions from transportation as well. So I guess it's hard when consumers don't like buying locally because it's a lot more expensive.
Yes. Wonderful, Justin. You found the key point. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm so surprised. This is the right answer. And anyone like to start a research to find the top 3 biggest pollution for the climate change, and on your website to see what the 3 manufacturers so far to search Google.
Oh, is that a question? I couldn't I like lagged.
Yes. Go ahead.
Can you repeat it one more time, please?
Yeah, I want to see what the 3 top pollution. Sorry, I forgot my question. Hold on. I have too much class today. Sorry, guys. I'm still learning. Okay, I'm still growing up to 3 biggest pollution in or like climate change. So what's the 3 biggest pollution maybe manufacturers and for the climate change?
I mean, I just searched it up and it said number 1 was transportation.
Yes, transportation.
And then electrical power, and then like fossil fuels, like energy.
Okay, wonderful. And actually, Justin, you have mentioned the meat, right? Eating meat.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is actually the number 3. And in the order, the first one, the fossil fuel, the second one, sustainable fashion industry, and the third is for the meat production process. So this is a really like a 3 like a big pollution to impact for our climate change and the impact for our planet so far. And yeah, you know so a lot, Justin. That's really wonderful. So Justin, move on to call for next one.
I move it?
Yes, move to call next participants.
Oh, okay. Denisa, have you gone? All right, I'll just call in someone else.
Are you calling me?
Oh no.
Oh.
Okay, you can go.
Okay. So wait, what's the question about again? Just
share your background and culture, history, and research background. Anything like you think very interesting point can connect it with the sustainability. And even though you do not really know about the sustainability, that's fine. And just share your research background.
Research background?
Yeah, anything.
I mean,
research background, your hobby, and what you like and what you are interested in, and link to sustainability.
Sustainability about in AI area, you mean, right?
Anything. Not just use AI to limit it, your perspective, your ideas. You can think about anything you are very interested in. Like Mike's super interested in AI, so he provides this in AI. And also like Justin also provide his example as well, and some consumer like the commercial marketing something. And you can share anything related to sustainability.
Personally, I like music more, and
Okay.
Then for now, I'm kind of trying to researching like some method to make the music score that by AI kind of, that once you're composing, that AI kind of can help you to generate the different type of the music, which is still have like a lot of future area that, I mean, future potential to figure out. But yeah, just since I'm still in high school, so I cannot do that much. Yeah.
But amazing. Just we have mentioned, the good thing is start a topic. I don't know yet, but I will start it. So that's a,
Yeah.
I love this topic. Yingxuan.
Yes.
Yes,
Mhm.
Yingxuan. I like this topic. This is a perfect. Quantum computing, dance, education. Wonderful, wonderful.
And kind of like in some way that this kind of like shows that AI kind of can understand the humans aesthetic, that they kind of understand what is beautiful. I mean, so this is kind of like what the area that I feel interested into it, and but also that I kind of feeling like interest in material science, which is they already talked about.
Material. Okay, great. This is so important, and most of the scientists, they are also very interested in the material side.
Yeah, but the way I'm kind of interested, like how to block the AI. I mean, it's like kind of like the anti-energy system, kind
Whoa.
of like I mean, to make the circuit doesn't work is what I'm kind of what I kind of interested, like, because AI kind of like a anti-AI system, like such as once ChatGPT is getting help for the a lot of researcher to read their program, I mean, no, read their essay or paper, then this is like a huge area to be like anti or like to reject it. So which means I kind of interested about like how to detect this is made by AI, or how to stop the AI. Like if AI, such as there is a AI robot, I cannot just I kind of want, I'm kind of curious about like if I can get something that can not just break the circuit, I can like kind of like mentally uncontrol it, or I mean just kind of break his program. Yeah. To like, because we cannot sure the AI is like perfectly being controlled. If this accident happened, that we kind of have the method to stop it. This is what I'm kind of most interested in.
That's so nice, so nice, Yingxuan. And I feel like you can also make a balance between your research and life, even though you can research the different area and different fields, and the music side and also the AI side. So that's very interesting. And also,
they kind of they kind of
go
make a conflict. Like I kind of want the AI understand human more, but I kind of don't want they be the human.
Yeah. Sure, and you can explore it, and I learn a lot with you as well. So this can be your project, maybe assignment, and to list all the areas and you are interested in, like the music, like the AI use, and everything like you are interested. So please list to make a proposal and list all your great ideas. And also I feel like this is very interesting for your music part, and something I'm interested, like, because you guys are the younger generation, for the Generation Z, and who really care about the climate change and sustainability. And the big concern for them first is about they do not really have specific order, but they care about sustainable lifestyles as well as the eco anxiety. Anyone know what exactly for the eco anxiety? Eco anxiety. Anyone know? Okay, I'm going to explain. And eco anxiety just means something like make you feel so stressful about the climate change. And and the young people really care about the social development, and like you just as you guys are concerned about the social whole structure development, and we should care the humanity, but face to the climate change, we do not really find the specific solution so far how we can achieve the goal and to solve this problem. So that's make the young people feel very stressful and very pressure. And once we are care about the young people's well-being, and they said we have to solve about the eco-anxiety as our main goal. And also music is kind of art, and we have to enjoy our life as well. So maybe the music can be a part of like to the healing for the eco-anxiety. That will be a really great way. So I can't wait to see what you can do for the future, Yingxuan, and I love to learn more for your project, both in the music and also the AI use for the future. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I see that Jason's in. I know he has a lot of experience working in molecular biology research, so maybe he'd like to speak about that.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not at my house right now, but I apologize if it's a little bit loud, but I've been doing some research in bioremediation of plants such as duckweed, and what we've been doing research for is how this strain of I guess organism can help bioremediate in producing starch, because duckweed is a very high starch producing plant, and it also lives on water, so it doesn't compete with other plants that go on farmland for food, which is also becoming more scarce as the population increases. So I think this will also be an interesting opportunity to, I guess, just mitigate climate change. In terms
Yeah,
of...
exactly, Jason.
Just to be clear, I actually had a question for Jason.
Mhm.
Bioremediation is like taking a natural substance like a fungus and putting it in the ocean where there's oil, and then it removes the oil from the ocean, right?
Yes, duckweed also has that property. Let me be a little bit more specific. It takes out nitrogen and phosphorus out of groundwater, or just anything really, any water, a body of water that it's like located on. So per se, like a lake, it takes out nitrogen from excess runoffs of like fertilizers and farmland, and remediates them. So it also is good for the environment while is a high starch producer. So the starch could then be used for things such as biofuel. And it's just like a really good plan in terms of bioremediation. And what we're trying to do is sequence the DNA and figure out what is causing that, so that we could basically kind of put it into other plants.
Yeah, that's cool, because the nitrogen and phosphorus can be used to grow algae and stuff, right?
Right. That's the thing, is that we're also trying to prevent algae blooms through taking them out of the water from excess fertilizer, where otherwise it would go to algae and that would like strangle fish and then also cause problems in the wildlife.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Wait, Jason, you have a question from Justin. He asks, if you took too much nitrogen and phosphorus out, would it be harmful or is it controlled?
I mean, everything really needs like a balance. So if you take too much out, it might not have enough for other plants to grow. I mean, it's not like nitrogen and phosphorus are bad overall. It's just that an excess of it will instead cause algae to start growing, and then that would not be good for like the rest of the ecosystem, as the algae will dominate and like cause problems for like the native fish population, etc. But the nitrogen and phosphorus themselves, they're not too bad just by themselves. It's just that, you know, everything is good in moderation. Yeah.
Wonderful, Jason. I'm so glad to see you here. Okay, let's see. I will share my Zoom link next time, probably with you less than a minute. So how should we do, Daniel? We should come.
One more time, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
We'll reconvene again. See you guys in a minute. So much.
Okay, perfect. Who will be next? Daniel, call for someone.
Okay, I'll call on someone again. Let's see. Uh, Sarah, are you there? Oh wait, seems she's connecting to audio. Okay. Stefia, did I say that right? I don't want to butcher these names, but
It's Stefia, but thank you. I don't actually have that much research experience, but like I'm getting into computer science and getting to know the basics of it, like Python and Java. And I'm also getting really interested into artificial intelligence, and I want to use the skills I learned in those areas later in research.
Wonderful. AI, Max, you can make a team right now. We have so many participants are interested in AI. And can I ask, this is a open question to all of you. Why you guys are really like passionate about the AI? Why this topic you think very interesting? And anyone can answer this question. And like I'm very also interested why you guys like we have so many participants talking about AI today. So I would love to learn more like what's the most interesting point and like to attract you a lot about AI. And
I'm really attracted to AI because I feel like it's the future, and nowadays like AI is like growing exponentially, and if you're like knowledgeable about that topic, that puts you like at a better like position than others where you know how like the computer science is going to take fold, right? You have like almost all the knowledge that you can have. So like I find it very fascinating, like from like 10 years ago, right? It would be such a bizarre topic just to see like, oh, like if you put in a prompt, like your whole entire homework assignment will be done, right? Like, but
Yeah.
now this like is reality, and like from 10 years from now, it's going to be something much greater. So I feel like if I am knowledgeable about AI, I can like see how it takes unfold and everything. So it's just like really exciting for me.
Amazing. This is a transformation of the technology age. Wonderful. I love this point.
I think it's like it's a very new topic. So like it's almost like you're a pioneer. Like the oldest papers I've read about artificial intelligence are probably like maybe 20, rarely 30 years old. And I think it's applicable in almost every field. Obviously, you have like entertainment, you have robotics, but we've been seeing it expand into like health, law, biology. Like almost every single field has a place for artificial intelligence.
I agree this point. Interesting. Sorry, how to pronounce the name? Or participate before Max. How to pronounce your name? Could you please help me? Daniel, I need help.
Lipachi, is that, I don't know how to say it either.
You
could
said it right.
Lipachi?
Yeah.
Amazing, Lipachi. And I would love to learn more like explain part for the AI, like more about like how you gonna to use this tool like in your interesting area, like your maybe to do the research or what you wanna explore more in the future.
I'm more passionate about like education with like about technology and like cybersecurity using AI. So I like have done like a few previous things, like previous projects. They're like super small about like using AI to like detect like types of scams there are. Like if you put in like a prompt, right, it'll tell you like which type of scam it can be. And like it's really small things, but I want to like work on a bigger project of like where AI can like detect like scams that are happening worldwide and notify you about them so you don't fall for like a similar trap. So
Yes.
it's like a project that I have idea for, and I'm gonna work forward for it about it.
Yes, that's really cool. I love this idea. And please keep start your journey and to do more research and start your exploration. That will be very cool and interesting topic. Daniel, maybe right now find a team for you, education, AI. You guys can share more ideas and find the same goal and with different ideas and perspectives, and maybe we can work something for AI for education. That would be very cool. Thank you so much. So you can call for next one. Anyone here? It's a pick one participates.
Do I pick?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. I'm probably gonna butcher it, but Shun Mei.
Shun Mei, are you here? Okay.
It's okay. I think Jason wants to talk about something.
Oh yeah, so just to continue about the biology stuff and research in that regard, there's actually some interesting overlap between that and artificial intelligence as we speak. So I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a software out there called AlphaFold, and what that does is basically it uses like the little DNA sequences that you get, and it predicts protein folding patterns through that. So actually that's very interesting because it allows biologists to use never seen before DNA sequences and correlate them into proteins, and then using those proteins could find similar structure and similar functions between DNA sequences. So that's also something really cool that I found while doing research and might be useful into future. But yeah, and then also I think just to build off of that, there's also a new thing called AlphaCode, and that's more towards the algorithmic and programming style. Maybe Max wants to collaborate and talk a little bit more on that. But yeah.
Sure, I can add on a bit. I mean, in algorithmic problem solving, you have, let's see. I mean, it can be kind of hard to, like in a problem, to choose which algorithm to use. And in the past, artificial intelligence hasn't been the greatest at problem solving necessarily. So the same company that made AlphaFold also made AlphaCode, which I think it uses the same algorithm as ChatGPT to create solutions to algorithmic problem solving or algorithmic problems, like ones you would see in like a coding interview. And I think it was pretty good actually, but there's still a lot of room for improvement.
Nice. Wonderful, wonderful. Jason, AlphaCode. Okay. Whoa. Database. That's very interesting. So, Sarah? Daniel, we include everyone?
Let me see. Yeah, I think that's almost everyone. I think yeah, Ryan's mic wasn't working, so I don't know. And if people who can't talk, like, or who hasn't spoken and they can't speak, they want to type it in chat, like go ahead and write about like your experiences and like your research experience, I guess, and what you're passionate about, and we'll just read it and then we can talk about it. But yeah, I think everyone else has spoken.
Okay, wonderful. I have learned a lot with from each other, and I feel this is a very interesting discussion today, and to explore you're interested in the different field in the sustainability and also linked to your research or any background. So that's very interesting. And maybe you guys today can make a very short proposal and just list your ideas, and then we can develop all your project like step by step. And maybe next week we can talk like how we're going to build a project and to learn how to explore more like for the sustainability, especially to related to your research area. So what we're going to talk more today, class almost done, right? Anyone want to share something? Anything? Or I probably want to get some feedback. Like I love to hear from our participants. Like for the next week section, do you guys want to learn to just what type you guys like for the discussion panel, or are we going to PowerPoint to present theoretical academic research or anything like do you have any recommendations? Because next week I will be the guest lecturer to keep taking this journey with you guys together and to talk, to share. Yeah, so I would love to hear suggestions for next week, like what you want to learn more. We learn from each other. Any topics? No one interested in business. No business. Can we please learn facilities? Could you please give me more like such which part you want to learn more, like? So in the AI part, you mean?
Yeah, like more on like what happens on like the back end of like the AI, and if we are to like implement it in our models, like how that would work from like our end. Like I don't know how to explain this, but like I would like to learn more about it.
Okay, so you want to learn more about the process or the development history, and or
basically the process.
The process. So you actually, so maybe you like anything really in the AI part. Okay, so AI part. So you guys want to learn AI part like the process. So maybe we can find some guest speaker to present their program, how they use AI to design for their project. It's something like that. The process design, machine learning. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Sure. So next week we can find a guest speaker, maybe to introduce for the AI part, for the AI application. Okay. Anything else? Anyone? Come. Let me know. Since everyone know this workshop is more kind like a very open section for the workshop. Is the different instructor for each section would be differently. So like if you are interested in any part, and because this is also a volunteer like community services part from Columbia, like we are doing the like a community services education part and to share ideas with our students. So we love to learn more like what you are interested in, like maybe we can include for the specific topic, like today we next section, if you guys want to explore for the technical for the AI part process, so we can find instructor and the guest speaker for this section, and if their time schedule available, hopefully, yes. Anything else? Anyone?
I want to ask a question to everyone too. Would you guys still be interested in I guess like Disco diffusion and like Stable Diffusion, like those type of tutorials where you guys learn how to use like AI or learn how to use AI to create like animations and like images. Are you guys still interested in learning like the process of that and like how to actually do that? Because we can still host workshops on that if you guys are still confused. And if you guys have any other ones that you would like to explore, we could always help. Yeah, exactly. So like would you guys like more like more projects where you guys use Willow and Midjourney and like Disco Diffusion and Stable Diffusion? Like are those type of projects the ones you are interested in? Awesome. Okay, great. So yeah, we can find some more people on learning like the more advanced and more technical side of using those applications, and also we could also learn like the structure behind AI and like the algorithms and whatnot. So yeah, thank you guys.
So next section journey we're going to do. Okay, wonderful. So I think we anyone still want to talk any topics today, or you wanna enjoy the rest of your Sunday? Do you guys have homework during the spring break? Anything today?
Wait, is it spring break for kids right now?
It's not spring break actually, so
Right. Yeah.
Spring break is the last day of the spring break.
But we have community service hour to do too.
Oh, yeah.
We have to take care of the little kids. I mean, we don't have to, but you can choose to do it.
Oh, interesting. Awesome. Anything else? Or
okay. Yeah, if not, then I guess we can call it a day. And I hope everyone enjoys the rest of the Sunday and the rest of the week. And thank you guys so much for your inputs and suggestions for what we can do in the next coming days. And if you guys come up with stuff that you guys think that you guys are interested in and you want to like tell us, and so we can accommodate for that, you could always reach out to one of us and we'll see what we can do. I will post I guess the final project guidelines and like some prompts that you can do if you're still stuck on what you want to work on. But I heard a lot of great ideas that you guys could do, and it doesn't necessarily have to be related to digital storytelling. It doesn't have to be directly correlated. But you know, if you have a project that you're interested in and that is related to sustainability, then you guys should pursue that. And yeah, so I will post that later. And yeah, thank you guys. Thank you. Good. Anything else?
If you guys could post ideas, that would be great. Like just
Sure.
brainstorming things. Thank you.
Sure. And actually, I will open a discussion board for everyone to post like some of their ideas that they can do. And what I want each of you guys to do is to like put feedback on their ideas, maybe like one thing they can improve or one thing they could dive deeper on with that project. So yeah, I will post some suggestions and I will post a discussion board so you guys can put your ideas and then critique other people. Yeah. So anything else, Gaga?
You're doing perfect, Daniel, and thank you for everyone. Yeah, I think that's it.
Awesome. So enjoy the Sunday and the rest of the week, everyone. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.